Welcome or welcome back. This is Margaret's English Camp. There are so many different words in the English language that can be confusing because there are other words that sound similar, but they're spelled differently. Those words are called homophones or homonyms. So in today's video, I'm going to introduce you to 8 sets of words that are commonly confused because they sound the same, but they're spelled a little differently. But when do I use it? You want to find out? Come on, join me. Stick around. Well, welcome back. This is Margaret's English Camp, striving to change lives around the globe, helping ESL and ELA students learn, improve, and become fluent in English. Next slide. In today's lesson, we're going to learn commonly confused words, part 1. How do I know the difference? We're about to find out. Let's go to the next slide. Our learning objective is to identify and understand commonly confused words, using them in sentences to know the difference. Next slide. Our first set of words, accept versus accept. Next slide. Accept. Do you know if the gift shop will accept credit cards? In other words, do you know if the gift shop will take my credit card? I don't have cash. So will they take my credit card to let me pay for my purchase? Accept. Next slide. Accept. Judy packed everything for the beach except sunscreen, meaning Judy packed everything she needed for her beach trip, but the sunscreen, except the sunscreen. Next slide. Our next set of words, lose versus loose. Next slide. Lose. If you lose your ticket, you will not get to see the game. Lose. You misplaced your ticket. You forgot where you had it. If you lose your ticket, you will not get to see the game. So you've misplaced it somewhere. Next slide. Loose. Jane's pants feel very loose now because she lost weight. Loose. They don't fit the same. Her pants feel differently. They're kind of getting big on her because she lost weight. Loose. They don't fit the same anymore. Next slide. Our next set of words, apart versus a part. Next slide. Apart. Tom and Andy have never been apart from playing daily. That means Tom and Andy are always together every day to play. They've never been separated. Next slide. This is 2 words. A part. Mary loves to sing and hopes to get a part in the show. A part meaning Mary hopes, because she loves to sing and she sounds pretty good, that her music instructor will give her a part, a time slot to participate in the show. A part. Next slide. Our next set of words, affect versus effect. These 2 words are very difficult to distinguish. Which one should I use? And then how should I use it? Next slide. Affect. We can't predict how our decisions will affect others around us. Affect, we don't know how people around us are going to react to our decisions. Effect. Next slide. Effect. Smoking will have a negative effect on your health in the end. Effect. Smoking will change something about your health negatively if you continue to smoke. Effect. Something negative is happening from smoking in your body. In the end, it won't be good if you don't stop. Next slide. This is another set of words that can be very confusing. Capital versus capital. Next slide. Capital. Washington, D.C. is one of the most beautiful capital cities in America. Each state has a capital. And in this sentence, Washington, D.C. is the most beautiful capital in America. Next slide. Capitol. Lawmakers meet in their state's capitol building to create and pass laws. Capitol. It is a building where lawmakers meet to create and pass laws that affect us all. The Capitol building. Next slide. Sight versus sight. Next slide. Sight. You should have an eye exam every year to protect your eyesight. What you see out of your eyes and the outcome from seeing things, the sight. Next slide. Sight. Every year, my grandparents visit the site where they were married. Site in this sentence, my grandparents visit the location where they got married. Site, a specific location. Next slide. Our next set of words, which can be very confusing. Complement versus completement. Next slide. Compliment. The music teacher always compliment his students' hard work. That means he encourages them. He gives them very good feedback on their hard work and their performances. Compliment. Next slide. Complement. Sauteed onions and rice are a complement to the delicious steak dinner. That means sauteed onions and rice add to the delicious flavor of the steak dinner. It completes the meal in a great way. Next slide. Past versus past. Next slide. Past. The motorcycle passed my car at an alarming rate of speed. Passed. That means the motorcycle went by my car very fast. Past. Next slide. Past. To be happy, you must forget all the bad things from your past. What happened when you were younger? What happened last year? Past. In the past. Next slide. Those are our 8 sets of commonly confused words, and I hope you have learned and understand when to use them. Thank you for joining me Next slide. I hope you had fun. And now about the teacher, which is me, Margaret B. Levick. I have a master's degree in education, a bachelor's degree in business, and an associate's degree in computer science. You can contact me 3 ways. The first way, you can leave me a comment down below in the comment section to let me know what you thought about this lesson and if it was beneficial to you. Also, you can contact me via email at margaretsenglishcamp@gmail.com or via Skype if you want a one-on-one lesson with me. It is live semicolon M Levick 2664_1. I have 120 hours TOEFL certification. I've been teaching for almost 7 years around the globe in helping students and learn and improve their English language. Next slide. I have weekly video uploads, Monday and Friday possibly, but at least 1 to 2 times a week. Next slide. My lessons include conversational practice for beginners to advanced, reading, phonics, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, business English, and IELTS exam preparation. Next slide. Please follow me on my social media: Facebook at margaret.levick, Instagram at ESLteacher64, and Twitter at mlevick2664. Next slide. If you enjoyed this video and it was very beneficial to you and you would like to see more of my lessons, please give me a thumbs up. This helps my channel to grow and helps get my videos out to more people so that they can help learn better English and improve their lives also. Leave me a comment down below. And also, if you will, subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it and have you be a part of my family. Next slide. This concludes our lesson of commonly confused words, part 1, and it is time to say goodbye. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.